Alright guys, so it is just about winter time, and I would really like to be able to use this side of the garage for the daily driver so I don't have to scrape it every morning when it does snow. So what I'm going to try to do is fit 3 cars in here if I can. And how I'm going to do that is with these car dollies that I bought off of Amazon. So after shipping and everything for 4 pieces, it ended up costing about 150 bucks. I bought 2 sets of 4 so that I'll be able to move 2 cars around the garage freely. But this was one of the cheapest sets that I could find online, and I wanted to do a review on them to see how well they actually do for what you're paying for them. So I'm gonna get started opening this box and see what we got inside. Alright, so the brand on these, it's called Pro Grade, and there's 2 pieces per box, and each dolly has a 1,500 pound weight capacity, so should be plenty for 2 little Civics that I want to be pushing around the garage. So I'm gonna get this opened up, see what we got inside here. Alright, so this is what they're going to look like when they're done. Directions are pretty straightforward. You just attach the casters with nuts and washers, and that's pretty much it from the looks of it. It's actually packaged quite well too. So we got 4 casters in here. 2 of them have brakes too, so that's nice. And this will be the platform. A nice handle on it. Seems pretty sturdy. I mean, for what I paid, I'm pretty impressed with that actually. So I'm gonna get these unpacked and put them together, and then we'll see what they look like. Alright, so putting it together was pretty straightforward. So instructions call for the brakes to be on the same side as the handle, which makes sense because that's the side that you're going to have access to when it's under the car. You do a washer, the lock washer, and then the nut, and it sped it up quite a bit when I used the impact gun to put it on there, so it only took me a few minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put 7 more of these things together, and then I'll get right back to you. Alright, so I have all 8 of these dollies put together now. Next step is going to be to jack up the cars and put the dollies underneath them. Once that is done, then I'm going to try to arrange the vehicles so that I have this Civic right here running along this wall right here, and then this one right here should just be able to slide kind of where the hatchback is right now. So that's the plan anyway, but I guess I won't really know for sure until I start moving the cars around and figuring out which ways they fit best. But I took some measurements and it should work, but like I said, I won't know for sure until I get started. So let's get the cars jacked up now and get these dollies underneath, and then we'll see how well they move. Alright, I got both cars moved into position, and this parking spot is open. It's gonna be tight with a third car in here, but I think it'll still work. As for the quality of the dollies, the casters don't roll terribly easily. Considering they're holding the weight of a car, I guess I'll give them some credit. The handles on the side, it's a good idea to have them on there, but they didn't really work very well. Like, every time I would try pulling on them, they wouldn't move, so I ended up having to push on the car itself. So when you want to change directions, it's very tough to get the casters to turn, so I ended up having to physically go under and turn some of the casters by hand, and that was the only way I could get it to roll in the direction that I wanted it to. I would recommend having a second person with you just to help guide it along, and just for a bit more pushing power, but in the end, I mean, I succeeded with what I wanted to accomplish, so I was able to get the cars in such a position that I should be able to fit a third car in the garage. So, I mean, for what I paid, they were the cheapest ones online, and they ended up doing what I wanted them to do. We'll see how they do in the long run. They're going to be sitting like this all winter, so we'll see how they last with all that weight on them for a good, I would say, 5 to even 6 months, because our Canadian winters are quite long. So we'll see how they do, and I don't know, depending on how they do, maybe I'll do another update video in the springtime. So if this video was helpful, make sure you hit that like button, leave us a comment below, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.